Good evening, everybody. Tonight, what I want to talk about is how far can we push the boundaries of chicken parm using junk food. Earlier this week, I dropped a recipe for flamin' hot chicken parm. I'll show you where that is on the channel. If you missed that one, it's a really, really good one. I edited it in a new way. But what I want to do tonight is actually see if we can develop some new ideas for chicken parm. And what I have is I have a window here. What I did for this window, first of all, the recipe is right here on the channel. It's how to cook flaming hot chicken Parmesan. It's like I said, it's a great one. But what I did was put together a spreadsheet with all the different types of basically the components of a chicken parm. And what I want to do is actually use the Frito-Lay website to come up with some ideas for some chicken parm stuff. And it looks like Leslie already has some things in the works there that are kind of what I want to go toward. So let's start here. This is the website. So for the flaming hot, what I did was coat it in cayenne pepper, some whole wheat flour, just because that was the first thing I grabbed. I could have used all purpose. That's fine. The egg I didn't do anything to. I figured there was plenty of other stuff going on. For the junk food component, it was flaming hot Lay's. For the breadcrumb, I added a little bit of plain breadcrumb that I had made my own using ends of bread that I saved for like a year. I just toasted them up and crushed them up. The sauce, I made a Fra Diavolo sauce. The cheese, a habanero cheddar and mozzarella blend. I found a habanero cheddar at the store, which was really interesting. I thought it was kind of fun to use that. And then to garnish, I used pickled jalapeno rings. The idea for that came from, I thought it would be funny to use flaming hot chips as the coating, and for the thumbnail to have, it was one ring of pickled jalapeno on top of the chicken parm, but I just went crazy and did a whole line of it. So looking at the Frito-Lay website, let's go to the Lay's and look at the different varieties that they have. I think that with each of these, we could actually build something a little bit nuts. So let's just start with regular Lay's potato chips and just view all. So here's one that's cheddar jalapeno. I feel like if we go with something that's like 100% cheddar, that would kind of deviate pretty far from a chicken parm, but I'm not totally opposed to it. But what I want to entertain is the idea of a barbecue sauce chicken parm. And the question that I have is, I really don't know why I'm not getting the comments in here, but it's fine because I can read them here. So the question is, all right, if we start with this and we do barbecue Lay's, right? What do we do for everything else? And that's what I want to kind of work through, is for maybe we'll pick like 5 or 6 different versions and we'll make it up together here. So it looks like barbecue sauce would be a really good one. Of course, we got to go. The sauce has to be a barbecue sauce. But the question is that too much? Should we dilute the barbecue sauce with regular tomato sauce? Or should we just go all in with the barbecue theme and do it that way? And for this, I feel like a white cheddar and mozzarella mix would be good. Yeah, Brian, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Should we mix like barbecue sauce with marinara, or are we just getting a little too crazy there? Because the other thing is, I want these to be like edible in their own way. So like the flaming hot, as ridiculous and silly as it is, it still was edible and it still resembled chicken parm at the end. I don't know. Let's see. These are the questions I want to answer. So Brian's asking, and I'm really pissed I'm not getting my comments here, and I don't know why, because I would bring them up on the screen. But what you're saying is, if it's not marinara, is it still chicken parm? And we got people saying no barbecue sauce. So I'm going to say we'll do a barbecue sauce / tomato sauce blend. And I think with that, gives us kind of the flexibility to develop it. Now, these are just crude ideas right now. So I'm not really getting too far into the weeds of, is it there we go. Exactly what we're going to do for this, but I just want to kind of go with that. For the seasoning, Should we go with a barbecue rub? Like, is that too much? Dom is saying the sauce should be ranch for that. What if we did it? What if we thought about this differently? And the sauce and the garnish was like ranch, like a Dillenbeck ranch. You know what I mean? All right. So I think we do need some breadcrumb, plain, to kind of go with that. The cheese, we'll do white cheddar / Mott's, maybe. I don't know. What cheeses would go with barbecue sauce? I feel like cheddar. Cheddar is like the one that I think of. Garnish could be a slaw. Now that I feel like that's taking it a little far, because usually like a garnish on a chicken parm is like a parsley leaf. So we got Leslie saying little rub in the egg. That's an idea to do it either there, or what I like to do is I like to do the seasoning, then the flour, and then the egg. But we could do like a rub here, rub plus egg. The coating, I'm just going to say regular flour. So this is like the barbecue sauce version. Gruyere, maybe that. It seems like it might be a little strong for it. Gruyere, yeah, maybe. Maybe. Not a bad idea. We'll come back to the garnish on that one. So let's go back and look at their website stinks. Like each of their things has like their own website you got to go through. It kind of is annoying. All right. Sour cream and onion, that we could probably have some fun with that one, I think. Cheddar and sour cream. They just like mix and match. Salt and vinegar, I'm gonna call that the Alton Brown. That was the Alton Brown chicken parm recipe. Still pissed about these comments. So Alton Brown chicken parm is salt and vinegar chips. Sweet Southern Heat barbecue. If I can find those, I'll do it with that instead of regular barbecue chips. Honey barbecue. All right, so here's one I want to do. Honey barbecue. How gross is this one going to be? Oh wait, that wasn't it. No, not honey barbecue. I wanted to, when we get to rolled gold. Where's rolled gold? They have a pretzel brand. There it is. This is what I wanted to do. This is, I know I'm jumping kind of around here. Whoops. This is the worst website of all time. Didn't I just do this? View brand. All right, here we go. Honey wheat. They usually have like a honey mustard pretzel. It might be a different brand that has that. So for the barbecue sauce one, Leslie, I'm thinking that one should be like a tomato-y based barbecue sauce. So like not like a vinegary one or a mustard one. The mustard one, I want to do like honey mustard. This one's going to be really weird. So the junk food for this one would be those. I don't think they're rolled gold. I think it's a different brand. The pretzel crumbs that are honey mustard flavored. You know what I mean? Let's see here, like honey mustard pretzel crumbs. I think they're Snyder's. Yeah, Brian, we're gonna get to Funyuns in a minute. Honey mustard pretzel chips. I think it's Schneider's of Hanover. All right. So for that, the sauce has to be honey mustard, but it can't be like a mayo-based honey mustard. So we'll go honey mustard, maybe like a Sweet Baby Ray's, I'm thinking. That one might be too yellow. I want like that honey mustard that is almost like what do you call it? A like that gross sticky honey mustard, like when you make it yourself by just mixing yellow mustard with honey, and it doesn't resemble any other honey mustard out there. All right. So with this one, and well, the next one we'll do is Funyun. I'll just type that in there, and we'll call that one French onion, and I'll just type it in. And the cool thing about this is, and Brian, I'll show you right now, you're going to love this. So if you go to their stupid brand page, here it is, and you go to Funyun and you view the brand, they actually have Flamin' Hot. So we could do Flamin' Hot French onion chicken parm if we really wanted to. All right, so let's go back to the honey mustard one. What would be the seasoning? Should we just keep that one simple? Like salt and pepper? Oops. I don't know. I feel like the coating, like it should be, this is the honey mustard one. The coating for that should probably just also be flour. I think most of these is just going to be flour. Because what else do you coat it in as a first coating, right? Like, what about the egg? Should we mix anything in with the egg? And these are like I said, crazy chicken parm ideas. I feel like even with the barbecue sauce one, we've already gone well past like what would be a logical chicken parm in the real world coming thing. So you think honey plus egg? Maybe honey and mustard plus egg. Or wait a minute, what about if we just do like a different kind of mustard? Like with the egg? Because we do want to get some kind of like junk like honey flavor. But what kind of cheese is going to work with that? Now I'm getting stumped with this whole thing. This is why I wanted to do this as a live thing, because I feel like there's a lot of potential here, and one day I will have that viral video that's going to take this over the top. And having you guys involved in the planning for that is going to be a lot of fun, I think. Speaking of which, we're coming up on 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. I never thought it would happen, just because YouTube is so weird the way it works. For this one, I feel like that we shouldn't actually dilute out the pretzels with breadcrumbs. So I'm going to say none for that. I feel like we should just grind that up really good and have like a good coating of just that. Let me look at the tapping out with the mustard. Yeah, I think that's yeah. I think I'm with you on that, but I like the idea of a honey mustard chicken parmesan, but I don't want to put too much mustard. I feel like that's it with that one. Well, what kind of cheese would be good on this one? Let's think about that. Maybe like a cheese sauce, like a Welsh rarebit kind of like cheddar cheese sauce. Cuz like I think cheddar cheese wouldn't work with that. I think the honey and that would clash, but if you had like that liquid molten like gross movie theater cheese, I think that might work with the honey mustard flavors throughout the whole thing. Let's see. Molten movie theater cheese. I put that as a question mark. And maybe we'll revisit this one day. Port wine cheese. That's a good one. I'll write that in there. Because that kind of like has that sweet character, but also like weird and funky. And the garnish for that, I feel like should just be like a pretzel. Like maybe even one of those like big pretzels that you can't even bite into. Like, those like the ones that come in like a tub. Big tub pretzel. I'm going to write in coleslaw for this one. These are looking pretty pretty phenomenal, pretty gross, but edible, if that makes any sense at all. All right, so I think we got barbecue sauce and honey mustard worked out. Let's go to this, what I'm calling French onion, because I think we can have a lot of fun with this one. So I feel like Funyun is definitely like the junk food for that. When we could make a flaming hot version one day if we really needed to. Um, I think flaming hot is here to stay. I don't think it's going anywhere right now, but I will say I'm having a lot of fun here tonight, guys. I hope you are too. I thank you for joining me. Let's go with that. I'm a stickler for formatting. So Leslie, you're saying provolone, but for which one? For the French onion? I was thinking more like Gruyere for the onion for the Funyun business. And I think for the coating, we could do French fried onions plus flour, a blend for that. And the seasoning could be like onion powder, salt, and pepper. We're workshopping it, guys. I really wish I had the ability to bring up the comment on the screen. The sauce should be just an au jus. Okay. I like the idea of that. I think I spelled that right. Like a dry. Okay. All right. Yeah, I like the idea of this. I'll put that in the comments. Dry with a dip. That one. Okay. I think with the onion powder, French fried onions, Funyuns, I think for the egg, we just got to go straight up egg. Then for the breadcrumb, I think we got to do maybe just all Funyuns, so none. What do you think? The problem with using all junk food is that it burns because those are already fully cooked. So I feel like for this one, you might actually need breadcrumb. But like, should it maybe seasoned breadcrumb? Because the extra cheese like coming through might actually help it out. And then I really want to do Gruyere on this one, or like a Gruyere Swiss blend. Maybe Munster. Yeah, Bryce. So the idea for this one is to do so the junk food and breadcrumb layers on all of these are what goes on the chicken after the egg. So I think just crushed up Funyuns on it is that's gonna burn before the chicken cooks. So I think we need to thin it out with some seasoned breadcrumb. All right. So what's gonna be the garnish for this? Like an onion ring, like a battered onion ring, or what we could do is like a French onion soup has that like onion, caramelized onion, like a line of caramelized onion or a circle of caramelized onion. I don't know. Let's see, caramelized. And you could see how like this is like the ridiculousness that you got to think about for making YouTube videos, because I made a video how to cook rice. Nobody watched it. Um, and I'm fine with that because I'm sure there are probably dozens of videos about how to cook rice, but it's a good video. But I'm gonna try to make non-basic recipes and do this over the top crap because it seems like this might be what people are looking for out there. All right. So let's go back to Frito-Lay website and look at some other brands that they have. Now, I feel like Cheetos is too puffy and not enough seasoning, but I feel like Fritos could do something fun. And what I was kind of thinking of was like the Frito pie. I don't know if you guys know about the Frito pie. It's like and all these sites are different. Come on. How do I get over there? Does it just go over automatically? All right. Oh, there. So you just drag it. Oh, we could use some of this sauce, jalapeno cheddar. No, I want it to be like the only weird thing, like, is going to be the actual like junk food product. What just happened? All right. Cuz yeah, we could use this stuff, but it's I don't know. So what I was thinking was like for Frito pie, if you guys aren't aware, they also call it a walking taco. They basically cut open a bag of Fritos and then top it with chili, onion, and cheddar cheese. So should we do that one? Is that one worthwhile? So Dom, with the cheeseburger parm, where it's topped with relish and American cheese, like what would be the chicken parm twist? Like what would we use as a junk food? You know, like that's where I'm at with that one. Whoops. Let's close that. You guys know where the channel is. You guys that are here right now are the real ones. Thanks for joining. We'll do like one or two more of these, and then we'll kind of call it a night, and we'll talk about this stuff. Now with the Fritos, the seasonings on Fritos, and you notice that also they have Flamin' Hot. Like I said, I think Flamin' Hot's here to stay, guys. I don't think it's going anywhere. That is why maybe my video will be evergreen. Maybe that's the advantage to the Flamin' Hot um, chicken Parmesan recipe. It's been done and it'll be there forever. All right, so let's go back to my spreadsheet. I want to call this one regular chips. All right. So let's do let's develop out your cheeseburger one because I think it's a good one. But I think when you say regular chips, I think it's got to be Ruffles or those potato sticks. Like you know those little potato sticks? And with breadcrumb, plain breadcrumb. We got here. All right. So should that one be still be chicken or should we do like an actual burger? But the thing is if we substitute it's not chicken parm, like I don't want to be I don't want this to be complete clickbait because all right, let me go back to my idea here because Leslie's kind of on the potato stick train. So with Ruffles or potato sticks, those give you a little bit more texture than like Lay's. The problem with Lay's is they're too thin and oily. All right, so we obviously got to keep the chicken, but what's the burger component to it? We got to write in American cheese. I'll do Cooper's Sharp American cheese. Be as hipster and amazing as possible with that one. The garnish is going to be ketchup, mustard, relish. Okay, so you're the concept is that the burger component is this all the toppings. All right, I can buy that. I think. What would the sauce be then? Would it be like? But the problem. Okay, would it be like a Big Mac sauce? Because we could do that. The problem is. Brian, I like the idea of the burger crumbles. So we might go with that. But I'm not sure yet. So for the sauce, I feel like once you put like hamburger the motion picture and I can get those sound effects from the simulation, that would actually be really funny. I want to do that. And actually I got a good idea for a bit for this. would be to get the fake mustard and ketchup bottles that have the string that comes out. That could be a fun video. That could be a really fun video. Let's talk about the sauce. Okay, so for the season, let's build it from the start. The seasoning would be Lowry's, right? Is that what it's called? It's a burger seasoning that has like paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Because then it could be like an in and out. The coating, I feel like you got to just go with flour on that. Flour with sesame seeds, like to simulate the seeded bun. You know what I mean? Like Jocelyn in the house. Hey, Jocelyn. The coating, I'm going to do sesame seeds plus flour. I think that would be fun because you need sesame seeds on a burger. Like I guess you don't need it, but that's like the whole thing. Egg is just going to be egg. Guys, this is so amazing and so gross, but the thing is like you could make these all edible. The other thing is that people are going to click on these and be like, "My God, this is such clickbait. This isn't chicken parm." But that's the whole fun of the series because this is going to be a whole series. And I'm telling you right now, this is just from me kind of going off of what I walking through the aisles, and this is just going off of the Frito-Lay website right now. But once I go to that store and I see what they have, like the sky is the limit on this. All right, let's get back to the sauce on this cheeseburger one because I feel like that's that's the sticking point here. So let me see if I got any comments coming through. Like a bolognese? I don't know. See, lasagna and chicken parm. That's funny. The thing is, though, like lasagna is basically chicken parm. Like it's just layers of because you got the breading. It's like chicken parm is like lasagna with chicken inside of it, like a ragu, like a bolognese. I don't know. I feel like to go with everything else because we got on top the ketchup, mustard, relish. What are we gonna do for the sauce? And I feel like there's this guy up here, and Brian's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. That does like this chef special, like a chutney that goes on a burger, and he calls it the chef's touch. He basically like sautés onion, tomato with some spices and seasonings. Maybe something like that could work here because you got to think about it. It's like this one can't be dry. Like we can't be dunking this in anything. So Dom, the problem with the special sauce is because we got to bake the chicken parm to melt the cheese, or do we not melt the cheese? Because like a fast food cheeseburger doesn't actually like they don't put it in the oven with the cheese to melt the cheese or under the grill. Special sauce, meat sauce. This one I think we might have to revisit because I don't know. I'm kind of lost. Yeah, but Dom, you need the we also got to think about this from the photogenic standpoint because it's got to live on its own. Whoops. Oh, okay. I think we got the cheeseburger one out, done up. The burger crumbles. I get it, Bri. Like the like a lasagna thing. We're gonna go as far away from Italian at this point as we can, so no lasagna, chicken parm. But I do want to revisit this Frito one. What can we do with Fritos? Like a corn covered chicken parm. Let me remove this banner so that we have some more room to play here. This is so depressing that it didn't bring in the comments this time. Don't know what the deal is with that. think I know what the problem was. I know what I did. All right. I know how to fix that for next time. Sorry about that, guys. I really meant for this to be like bringing up all the comments and everything, but I'm trying to talk through them. Do the deconstructed Frito pie. All right, so let's go back to that. So we'll call this one Frito pie. And for the junk food, we'll do Fritos or chili cheese Fritos. Because the chili cheese Fritos are like gloriously gross and like have that flavor of like the walking taco kind of thing that you want. You guys are doing all the work for me here. Fritos is like Mexican, so Mexican chicken parm. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the idea, but like Mexican is like we can. I mean, I'm sure there's an analog like in Mexico to a chicken parm. So I want it to be like Mexican cheese or queso. Yeah, that's exactly the energy I'm looking for here. So what we're gonna do is both. We're gonna do a queso, like a Southwest queso, plus like a crumbled cotija cheese. This is going to be ridiculous. All right, and for the garnish, it's going to be diced sweet onion plus diced tomato plus pickled jalapeno. The sauce has to be a hot sauce, right? Cheese whiz. That's for what I was thinking for the honey mustard, like that molten movie theater cheese. I guess cheese whiz is kind of in the vicinity of that. All right, so back to this one. All right. So for Frito pie, for the seasoning, it's got to be some kind of Southwest, like weird, like Emerald's essence. Actually, maybe I'll do an Emerald chicken parm. The sauce is chili. Yep. But like a meat chili. We'll call it Rushton Red. Like the Rory Rushton Red. Rushton Red, Rory, wear it yourself chili. All right. So for the Fritos, I think we need Fritos and breadcrumb. Why not? The seasoning's got to be some kind of like Southwest like inspired. I'm sure they have something like that with flour. Now with the flour, what are we gonna do on that? Too bad Rory isn't here today, guys. He could not be with us tonight, unfortunately. Yeah, so Leslie, that's the whole thing. This Rory Rushton Red Wear It Yourself chili is like an all meat chili that's like it actually is finished with like a masa harina, so it's got even more corn in it. That's why I kind of don't want to overdo it on everything else. So we got the chicken. We're going to coat it in a Southwest sauce. We're going to get a little bit of flour. And the cool thing about the Rory chili is you make a batch and then you put it on your lap in the car and then you wear it. The Fritos or chili cheese Fritos plus breadcrumb on the breading. The sauce is going to be that chili. But the thing is, this has to be diced and also served over like in the bag of Fritos. That's the whole thing. Cornbread. Jocelyn, you just threw a wrench in here. Because cornbread would be a good flavor for that. But we got to stick to the junk food, though. I'll tell you what, Leslie. I have Rory's actually. Very nearby, I do have a binder that has the recipe for Rory's chili, and I will make it for a recipe one day. Maybe we'll get Rory to wear it. All right, let's do one more. I think that we got that one nailed down pretty good. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So like flour plus cornbread. I like it. I like the idea. I know I'm all over the place. I'm trying to I'm trying to keep the stream going and talk to you guys and also soak in these ideas. These are some good ideas. All right, let's go back to these brands. All right, so what do we got? We didn't do Doritos, but I think Doritos and Fritos to me are the same. They're not the same, but like same energy, right? I know I've said that twice. Sun chips, should we do like a hippity dippity? Like a garden salsa? I don't know, it seems too similar to the other ones that we've done here. I don't know. I don't like the idea of sun chips. What was that? Chili lime. Cracker Jack? Cracker Jack chicken parm. No, so Leslie, I'm not saying that Doritos and Fritos are the same, but what I'm saying is that like what they would bring to the table as far as coating a chicken parm, like other than the seasoning, where I guess we can go with like a Doritos Locos like Taco Bell kind of thing, but that kind of skirts in the area of the Frito pie. I want to do something like vastly different than the ones we've already come up with. If that makes any sense. Like I'm not trying to disagree because you're right. Like if I was in the mood for Doritos and somebody gave me Fritos, it would not fulfill the same urge. So I get it. I'm not arguing with you on that. Tostitos, I don't know. Tostitos aren't very good. Grandma's cookies. I don't know why I'm plugging Frito-Lay so much on this. So actually, Jocelyn, you brought up a good point. Why don't I do Pringles? I don't know. Pringles are too, I don't know. Smart food. Let's see what they have for smart food. Basic. See the Flamin' Hot. See, I told you, Bri. Flamin' Hot ain't going anywhere. I don't know what you're thinking with that. I think it's here to stay. Flamin' Hot is here to stay. Would like a movie theater chicken parm be too basic? Like to do movie theater butter, and the sauce would be like literally pure butter? Or are we getting tapped out on ideas here? I feel like we got a few really good ones. Was it 6? 6 really good ones. Well, okay, one was already done. We need one more. We got to finish the night out with 6. Let's look in the chat here what you guys are coming up with. Cheez-Its, Twinkie Wiener Chicken Parmesan, Hot Fries Chicken Parm. The Hot Fries is going to be too similar to the Flamin' Hot, I think. And also, I have those potato sticks on the cheeseburger one. God, this looks so good. I already want this. That's going to be a good one. The French onion. What other junk foods are what's another junk food brand? Pringles. Let's go to Pringles. Because they don't only make the potato chips. Products. Wavy. See, now we're just looking at different flavored. Oh, burger Pringles? What? Halo? Exclusive partnership with Halo, the new MOA burger flavor, brings to life the food from the Halo universe. I played 3 Halo games plus like 3 spin-off Halo games, and I don't remember food in any of them. Sun chips plain with grilled toss. Oh, that sounds good. All right, Dom, I think we're going to start working on with your idea. We'll call it 2X noodle. 2X noodle. And Cape Cod chicken Parmesan sweet and spicy jalapeno. That sounds good. Because I do want to up the spice. Because the Flamin' Hot was hot, but it was still like edible. But what we could do is we can call this Sam Yang, and the sauce could actually be, because don't they also make a cheese sauce, Dom? So the coating is going to be ramen. And I think for that we could just use like raw ramen, like crushed up, but not like pulverized. Like leave it with a little bit of that, and then none for the breadcrumb. And because I called it Samyang because they have like multiple sauces, so we'll just say all Samyang sauces, and that'll kind of give us the ability to do the cheese sauce plus the hot sauce. The seasoning would be um the actual like Samyang packet. We'll do egg, we'll do flour, egg, the ramen, and this would be NA because we have one of those sauces is a cheese sauce, and then the garnish would be the packet. There's another packet. It comes with two packets. This would be the soup packet, and this would be the seaweed packet. That could work. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Dom knows what this is because he actually, they don't have a real website. He actually had these sauces. Samyang Optics, Samyang Food. This better not be. This is funny. Let's do it this way. There we go. It's the pink one, right, Dom? Spicy chicken, roasted sauce. No, it's not the pink one, is it? The cheese should be Munster. So, Leslie, I don't know if you know this, but there's actually cheese ramen out there. I haven't had it yet. This one. And like, this is the Samyang. Oh, you can get it with a brush. I got to get that so that I can apply the sauce. All right, so it's the pink one. Let's go back to that. So this is it. It's like a pink bottle. We can use that. Oh, wait, what's this? Mayonnaise. All right, let's go back to this. Cheese, we need a cheese, you said. Mozzarella or thick cheese. Let's do like, instead of cheese melted on top, a scrambled egg crepe layer. That's funny. Let's do Munster for this one. Munster or Mozz or a blend. By the way, I had an aunt who used to put Munster cheese, who got my mom in the habit of putting Munster cheese on pizza instead of mozzarella cheese. Absolutely horrifying. Not good. Not good at all. All right. So tonight we developed 6 new thick Munster or mozzarella. All right, I buy it. I buy it. We'll say spicy plus cheese for the sauce. I think we got a good mix here. All right, so I developed this flaming hot just based on ingredients I found in the store. We got this barbecue sauce one. Oh, should we do one in honor of guest of the show, Rick Orlando, the Purple Haze? You guys have the energy for it? I think we can do it in a couple minutes here. Because he used to make a pizza. It was called tie-dye pie, which was like a blend of cheeses with purple haze sauce. So for Rick Orlando, we got to use a Rick Orlando seasoning. Which one? Let's see. All right, Brian, we're going back to your accept cookies. We're going back to your idea. This umami bomb is like a mushroom, like a wild mushroom thing. My computer is like flaming hot right now. All right, sauce is purple haze. Hendrix Parm. The cheese, we'll do a 3-cheese blend like he did, and I'll look up what the 3 cheeses he used to put on the tie-dye pie were. So that's that. We got to do diced pineapple. Because his purple haze shrimp came with a little side of diced pineapple. For the flour layer, we'll just call it flour, egg. All right, what kind of junk food do we think Rick Orlando likes? He eats a lot of local stuff. I don't know if he's really much of a junk food guy. So Leslie, a few weeks ago, I had a chef on, actually a couple months ago now, Rick Orlando. He has this Flavor Maker Spices, and one of the sauces that he makes is called Purple Haze. It's this one right here, psychedelic hot sauce. It is incredible. Like I'm not just trying to sell it based on the fact that he's a friend of mine. It actually is extremely good. I recommend. Dom went through a bottle already, and I already finished my bottle. And I'm trying to get some more, but it's very good. I can't recommend it enough. And he is a friend of the channel, and I am not sponsored by him yet. Now we've done a couple things together, and it's been a lot of fun. What else would we put on a purple haze? Sun chips. All right, let's go. Let's go with it. Sun chips, because it has kind of like that light purple haze. It's like a pineapple based sauce, so that would be actually really good. Thanks a lot for the help with that one. What are we going to do for seasoning though? Because he does have these rubs. The jerk might conflict too much. The jerk is actually like really, out of all the jerk seasonings I had, his is the most complex, and it's probably the least authentic as far as like jerk seasonings. But it's very, very good. I would just say that might clash with a lot of the other flavors that are on there. So maybe we'll do the umami bomb, because the umami bomb, which is actually one of his limited edition spices, which watch as soon as I get to this, it's going to be out. Let's see, actually, because I do have this Thai Sazon. My mother-in-law got it for me for Christmas. It has lemongrass, lime leaf, galanga. Yeah, I think that's a little bit too many flavors to clash with the purple haze sauce. I don't want to run up against it. So sea salt, pepper, foraged mushrooms. I think that's it. Whoops. It's funny. I'm going to tell him that we developed this, and he's probably gonna put his own chefy spin on it. If he's not, actually, is he in the chat? No. We worked in the sun chips, Leslie. We did it. Sun chips and breadcrumb. The sun chips will burn. 3 cheeses like the tie-dye pie. The diced pineapple. It's not just diced pineapple, it's like a diced pineapple salad. And I will look up what was on there. And we developed 2, 4, 6, 7 flavors of chicken parmesan tonight. The thing is, like, I don't, chicken parm is not an inherently Italian dish, and I really don't care about being authentic to pure Italian culture, because that's not what YouTube is about, and it's not what I'm about. I mean, I love Italian American food as much as anybody, and I will tell you that chicken parm is one of the greatest dishes to me. But I think it is fun to think about how far we can push chicken parm and still have it be chicken parm. I think given this kind of schematic that we have here, I think it's got enough of that clickbait element plus like a little bit of shock factor, because somebody sees a honey mustard chicken parm, they're going to be pretty appalled. I think they're going to want to say, what are you thinking? You can't do that kind of thing and blah, 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 blah. And I really don't care. So let's see. So Leslie said she's going to put a grilled pineapple salsa. That's perfect. Throw it on my Facebook page. Do that. Delicious, goes great with sun chips and on fish tacos. All right. I love to see it. So there it is, guys. We got barbecue sauce chicken parm, honey mustard chicken parm, French onion chicken parm, cheeseburger chicken parm, Frito pie chicken parm, Sam Yang chicken parm, and Rick Orlando's purple haze chicken parm. And I think each of those I'm going to develop over the next few months. Like, these take some time to put together, but I think you guys are going to be really happy with the results. I do want to say thank you, everybody, for joining, and thank you so much for getting me close to 1,000 subscribers. Without your participation in this kind of fun stuff or anything, without your support watching the videos, it just wouldn't be a thing. And I really appreciate all the time you guys spend. We just spent an hour in here, and it was the most fun I've had all week, I will say. This was a lot of fun. If you haven't watched the Purple Haze, if you haven't watched the Flamin' Hot Chicken Parmesan recipe, go to the channel after this is done and do that. I know there's a way I can set it up that it'll direct you into there, but it actually helped me out more if you navigate to the page and click on it. Apparently YouTube looks at impressions and all that kind of stuff. But thank you so much for joining. I'm going to end the broadcast there. Everybody who participated, you guys are the real ones. And we will see you next week. Thank you.